On to our third project with Python. Let's build a simple to-do list to create and delete tasks and mark them done. We'll call this the Errand Organizer. We've learned about Django later in the course. It's a free and open source web framework for Python. It follows the MTV architecture, model, template, view. It follows the dry principle of don't repeat yourself and stresses on the benefits of reusability while being equally powerful and capable of creating complex websites. Django is great for rapid development of web applications and is used by big names like Instagram, Mozilla, and Disqus. For this project, we'll assume you have Django installed on your machine. If not, you can do it with pip. Let's first create a project. Open your command prompt and get to the desktop. Create a new project. You'll do this with the Django admin tool. Now move to this project directory. Inside this, use the manage.py script to create an application for this project. One project may comprise of multiple applications. You can even create multiple applications for different functionality like blogs, wiki, and FAQ. This is the project directory structure. We have Errand Organizer. In that we have Errand Organizer, to-do list, and manage.py. In Errand Organizer, we have init that denotes it's a package, settings, URLs, and WSGI to let the app communicate with the web server. And this is inside to-do list. Init, admin, apps, models, tests, and views. Run the server and you'll see this works. And now, let's tweak the settings a bit. Let's use the Atom editor to edit all the files for this project. In your Errand Organizer directory, add to-do list to the list of installed apps in settings.py. Now let this be the path to the directory where this project holds its templates. Let's tell the project where to look for static files like images and the CSS. You know Django follows the MTV architecture, so let's first talk about the model.py file in to-do list. This has a class category to hold all the categories and a class to-do list to create the actual to-do list from tasks. Now let's quit the server by pressing Ctrl and C in the command prompt. We know manage.py lets us create an app and run the server, but it also lets us create migrations. This is the way to update any changes in the model to the database. So every time you make a change to your model, you should run these two commands. Make migrations to prepare the migrations and migrate to actually perform the migration. Now let's create a super user with which to log in to the Django admin panel. We'll give it a name, email, and a password. Now run the server again. Let's put this in the views.py file in to-do list. When we click the new task button, it creates a new task with all the details and stores it in the database. And when we click delete task, it deletes the object. Both lead to post requests. Now let's create a templates folder in our project directory. This is where we'll be keeping our HTML template. Create a file index.html and put all your HTML code here. Notice that we use template tags to perform actions like displaying images. Template tags are built-in tags that help with the presentation logic of the app. So where do we put the images for our project? Create a static folder in to-do list and a CSS folder in that. In static, also create a media folder. This is where we'll put our website logo and favicon. Now inside the CSS folder, create style.css and put all your CSS in it. Then replace the contents of urls.py in Errand Organizer with this. This defines the site URL to view mappings. And now add this in admin.py. Now our server is already running. Let's get to this address 127 001 port 8000, and this is our admin panel. Let's create these categories so we can add tasks to these later: work, projects, groceries, and others. Now this is our project running. We can add a new task by giving it a title, a category, and selecting a due date for it. And delete the task clicking the Delete Tasks button. This deletes the selected task. Also, selecting a task can be seen as marking it done. And this is your errand organizer. Can you add more functionality to this to solve your own problems? Let's see your creativity in the discussion forum. I'm Ayushi Sharma, your instructor for this Python course, and you're learning Python from Dataflare.